Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Baruch HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders for teaching us the scriptures, among other things. And salutations to all your Akim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. So, this is an article that I stumbled upon. I saw the article. And this is the thing that they pushing this sodomy agenda, to the max, of course, because that's an Esau spirit, he's a foul beast, basically. Let me jump real quick. Let me see to the book of Hebrews. It's lucky I got a little bit of my throat, a little bit of cold, catch a cold, working in terrible weather. So this is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. So, the book of Job also explains us that these Edomites, that they are violent than the earth. As a matter of fact, let me jump to the book of Job. Let me see. The book of Job, chapter 30. So this is the book of Job, chapter 30. I'm just going to start at 1. So, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have sat with the dogs of my flocks. And these Edomites, they are, females and men, they are known for having sex with animals, which is a real abomination. You ain't supposed to do that, The scriptures are very clear about it. The Bible says, if any man or woman lay down with a beast, both of them should be put to death, because you have to slay that animal, because that animal is messed up, And people be doing that, filming themselves, real filthy, man. In fact, let me jump real quick to the book of Leviticus, if I'm correct. Let me see. Let me clear my throat. Let me see. The book of Leviticus. Book of Leviticus. Yes. Chapter 18. Chapter 18, verse 23. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith, neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It's confusion. Let me see. So that's chapter 18, I think. Let me see. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, and verse 15. Yeah, verse 15. And if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast. And if a woman approach unto any beast and lie down thereto, thou shalt kill the woman and the beast, they shall surely be put to death, their blood shall be upon it. So the Bible explains that that's a good thing to put them to death for doing that foul action, So back to the book of Job, chapter 30, verse 2. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished? For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in former time desolate and waste. Because there was a time when these Edomites, so-called white people, who are in rulership right now, they were chased, all the nations, the other nations, the heathens, they will also chase them away, Now they are in rulership. The Most High put them there, but their kingdom is crumbling down. For want and famine, they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in former time desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth among men, they cried after them as after a thief. So everyone back in the days, who saw an Edomite, so-called white person, they would chase it away. To dwell in the cliffs of the valley, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks. How do they call themselves? Caucasians, naming themselves after the Caucasus Mountains, near Russia there. Among the bushes they brayed, making sound like a donkey. Under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools. Yeah, if you look at them, you can see that they are real stupid. They are real stupid and think they're smart. Steal everything. They got nothing from themselves. All the so-called knowledge that they got, there's always somebody behind it, acting like they came with it, like they invent something, which is not the case. So, to 12, let me see, first, the book of Job, chapter 30, verse 8. They were children of fools, yet children of base men, they were violent than the earth. So, these people are the lowest of the lowest. They are the lowest of all the heathens. But they are on top right now. But yeah, the time is about to end. So back to the article. And I remember, I don't, this is a soccer player from Holland, from a soccer club from Holland. But I remember, like, I think it was last year or the year before that. It was I think it was last year, because they be pushing this sodomy, and they want everybody to promote this. So you had this French, this player from France. I can't remember his name, but he also refused to wear. They had a new. I think there was even a shirt, representing the rainbow. Because now that they're pushing this sodomy, now they talking. Now is this discrimination very important to how you say that, they want to fight against discrimination. Man, we've been at the bottom like forever. For example, these heathens, these Edomites. They be mocking all kinds of all nations. They got a name for all kinds of heathens. Like the Saudis. The people in living around the deserts there. They call them sand niggers, wetbacks. They got all kinds of name for us. Yeah, spics, niggers, of course. In the Dutch, you got the wood mob more. Even I posted an article in the group app today that there were some, I believe in Spain. Yeah, they were calling the Moroccan soccer players, and that also shows you, because the Moorish, those were Israelites who were converted to Islam, and they were calling the Moroccans Moorish. And don't forget, we used to live there. That's why you got, if you go like the mountain side of Morocco, there you see so-called Moroccans who are dark skinned, which are really Jakes, in the Rift Mountains, those areas over there. Because we used to, Jake used to be there. Morocco used to be the capital of the Moorish, back in the days. They had they had Spain under control, Europe, so those knights that you had back in the days, those were Moorish, So back to the article. El Yacoubi Excelsior no longer captain after refusing one love band. So, and they've been pushing this, and these people, this dude, he's refusing it because he's a so-called Muslim, so by his religion he refused it. But that's funny, they want to talk about you got the freedom of opinion and this and that, but they want you to accept everything, but nevertheless they pushing this down your throat. You need to accept this sodomy, which is bullshit. Redouan El Yacoubi, so he's also probably Jake, he's also from Morocco. If I see his name, is no longer the captain of the Rotterdam Football Club Excelsior. That decision was made because the 27-year-old defender had refused to wear the Special One Love band. The Special One, don't forget these Edomites, these Dutch Edomites, they were having they were doing, until this day. You still got some farmers over there talking about that it's their country, this and that. Hey, the apartheid is a Dutch word. Segregation, separation. It's a Dutch word, apartheid. The so-called Afrikaans that they speak over there, the language is all Dutch. So, man, don't forget. Hey, these Edomites over here are very special, man. They are very special. So the thing is, so now they're pushing the sodomy, and if you are not down with it, then they they want to basically get you out of your yeah, basically put you down. Mm, so Redouan El Yacoubi is no longer the captain of the Rotterdam Football Club Excelsior. That decision was made because the 27-year-old defender had refused to wear the Special One Love band earlier this month. That captain's armband was part of an action by the KNVB against racism, and discrimination in any form. Yeah, because you're pushing that sodomy agenda. So now it's very important. Everybody needs to be, now it's discrimination in any form. The one love action, however well intended intentions, has put things on edge. Forcing people to do something is never the way, Excelsior said in a statement. That is why, in the interest of the club, the player, and the sporting objective we have jointly decided to place the captain's armband elsewhere within the team, so that both the club and player feel free and comfortable in the role they have in the society. So you're no longer the captain because you don't wear it, but they want you to feel free, right? You see this? His devil is playing, man. So yeah, man. I saw this article. I thought, man, I'm just gonna do a small video about it. Let me read this. The book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 9. They show of their countenance doth witness against him, and they declare the sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. So, and let me see if I can find a picture of that One Love band. Let me see. Mm, yeah. So do you see that the rainbow is in there? So that's the thing, So now it's all about, yeah, everybody. This is the blah 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 blah. One love. Rainbow is very big in there. Funny, man. The funny. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. So yeah, with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Waruka Kudash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, for teaching us the scriptures, among other things, and salutations to all your Akim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and in truth. So with that, I'm gonna say Shalom.